When I'm gay and I took it in the A. Oh boy. Anyways, speaking of taking it in the A, no, I'm sorry. I know this is probably fucked up to you because I'm talking about your child having sex and like having children. And I know she's only like 7, but it's going to happen. But I'm telling you right now, we need to get your children and Nate's children together. We do. It has to happen, dude. Because he's got a daughter and a son. You got a daughter and a son. Like I'm biologically. Um, I mean, just think about back what, circa 1992, when we were sitting in those little cubicles with our little flags at the private school. Who the hell would have thought some 40 years later, 30 years later, that there could be an inbred child? I don't mean inbred in a bad way. I mean just like, well, half of your child and half of his child would be getting together, having children of their own. Could you imagine that? I don't know how I feel about that. That's like some biological mishap. I mean, they're both. I mean, you got cute kids. He's got cute kids. Although his daughter looks a little deranged, but the little kid there, little boy, he's adorable. Okay. Now these kids grow up, they would make beautiful children. I'm sorry, they would. Like survival of the fittest kind of shit here. But I mean, do you understand it'd be like some weird hybrid? I mean, think about this. I'm just thinking back to, because you gotta understand, Nate did something to me that fucked my mind up, and it was a simple thing. It wasn't even a perverted thing. Mrs. Pelletier had been giving me the business, right? Like she always did every day, just to get me, going. She knew she could push my buttons. Well, her and I had some sort of like blow up, and of course everybody else is off doing whatever, and I'm stuck there doing stupid work. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I feel something on my shoulder, and I look, and I turn, and I look, and Nate's resting his chin on my shoulder. He's like bending over, and his chin, and he gives me this like Cheshire cat smile, like he just discovered, YK jelly for his ass for the very first time. It was that kind of a smile. So when I think of that, and I think of the next generation of children, and I think of that, it fucks me up. It does. It really fucks me up. Because I don't know how I'm supposed to take it. Because, I mean, think about that though. Your kids and his kids got together and started mass producing like a whole populace of just like you and Nate. I mean, do you understand? It's like the Godfather kind of shit, where it's like it's all close knit and shit. I'm telling you, you could have yourselves a little a little mafia family there. Okay, because dude, I'm telling you, you get honestly, God, you get those two kids together, and the two of you are like pumping out. Well, the two of them are pumping out like grandkids back left and right. I know. Again, I know it's a little early to be talking about grandkids, but you know what's going to happen at some point. One of your four are gonna, you know, they're gonna do what they got to do. It's just, obviously, they're playing with dinosaurs right now, but they'll be playing with dicks not too soon. It's gonna happen. It is. I mean, all you can, whatever. Again, I know this is, but can you imagine that though? I mean, honest to God, like, let's just say it happened randomly. Like, she's like, "Oh, I met this young boy," and she's like, well, hopefully 18. Oh, she's 12. No, but she meets this young man, and he's like, a young strapping young man. And it turns out to be Nate's kid. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Just. I don't know, dude. I like the prospect of that. I really do, especially if it happened like naturally. I mean, dude, could you imagine just what the universe would have to do? I mean, dude, fuck reality. Just imagine if your two children, his and yours, even one of them, got together in any way, shape, matter, or form, even in the same room. Just gotta understand, I get freaked out when people that I know from Camden Church have befriended people from the Rome Church. I don't understand how that works. That should not work. There should not be a crossover between the Assembly of God and the people in Greater Grace. There just should not be. There should be a veil. There should be no communication, none. But yet, some of them befriended each other, and I don't know why. And I can't deal with the fact that I'm not that link. You know, it's weird to me. But to have the universe say, you know, this particular child is going to come into existence, and it turns, I mean, just think about all the things that had to go right for the universe to do this. Like, there's no way your two children would ever meet. They're not. They're just not. But what if they did? I mean, think about that, though. It's just the eternal events and just the whole, like, universe just saying this is going to happen. Fuck you. You don't have a choice. I'd be sitting on the sidelines cheering it on. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not something you want to think about your kids and all that, but you know, it is what it is. But like, I'm telling you though, that kid, pygmies and shit would be like worshiping him and stuff. Your grandkid, yours and Nate's grandkid, part you and part him together in a literal holy bond. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that shit? First off, I'd be jealous. Okay, but Jesus Christ, can you imagine that? The universe is like, yeah, shit, this is gonna happen. Because you know the universe does that every now and again. It's just like things that shouldn't be just sort of magically appear and happen. So, I don't know, man. But anyways, like I was saying, your grandkid with Nate and his grandkid, yeah, obviously it'd be one and the same. Like I said, pygmies be worshiping him and they'd be clicking and shit, be like, no, 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 no. Because you know they don't talk, they don't speak, they just click, and that's their form of communication. They'd be clicking praises and worships to him. They'd be worshiping him literally. This entity. You realize in an alternate universe, there's probably a version where that has already happened. Because let's be honest, you guys had kids late. I mean, realistically, you should have been popping them fuckers back out in like 90s, like mid 90s. I mean, we graduated what? 95? You should have been pumping them out in 96, 97, 98. You know, Nene did. Nene was probably pumping them shit out in high school. So, you know, she didn't wait very long before her baseball team came along. She probably got fucked, man. I don't think she's as bad as Angie necessarily. I don't think she could deal with that. She got at least a couple. At least a couple. I don't even know. I don't even care. So like if you know the exact number, I don't give a fuck. You don't need to tell me. But whatever. But I mean, because you gotta understand, like I don't get the whole kid thing. I just don't. I cannot bring myself to even acknowledge the fact that there could be a little me running around. So, everybody's got kids now, and it's like, I just, no, 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 no. I want nothing, excuse me, I'm yawning. I want nothing to do with that, personally. So, because it's not like envious, it's more, I'm envious in the sense of the universe saying yes to this versus it actually happening and like just being a thing. because a lot of shit would have to go. Because, like I said, in an alternate universe, you guys probably, there's probably a fucking kid right now. I don't know even what his name would be in an alternate universe where you guys were pumping out kids in a timely fashion. Like I said, about mid '90s. So let's say '95. So he'd be what 20? He'd be 23 right now, potentially. Well, that's assuming your children had like 18. He would probably be what 4, 3, 4, 5, if that. So the grandkid would already be here. It'd be like the Antichrist. He'd already be here. What if that kid? Oh, dude. What if you guys birthed the Antichrist together? Oh, dude. I like that idea even better. You and Nate. You and Nate fucking. Because you gotta understand, your kids together. It's like you and him are kind of doing something. It's kind of freaky, but you and Nate mass produced the fucking Antichrist. I love that idea. I love that idea. I know it like bastardizes your family and shit, but I don't mean it that way. But you know what I mean. Because you done birthed him. You done. You know you did. You know. You know in an alternate universe, you and Nate's kid and your kid. Now, granted, they'd be different kids. So technically, they're not really the same kids. So, like, when I say your kids had sex with his kids, because you had them in the 90s, obviously, they're not the same kids you got today. So, your variant of whatever child that was, holy shit. I mean, do you realize there's probably multiple universes where you have like multiple different children? Well, shit, dude. If there's I mean, seriously, every molecule that exists, every minute thing that exists, if it goes one way versus goes the other, that's an alternate universe. So you realize since the moment you could procreate, like I don't know, 8, 7, I mean, realistically. You realize you probably have a child? Because, oh my god, dude. Not only that, do you understand? I mean, if just the average male ejaculates, like, however many sperm, there's alternate universes where each one of them popped off and made it to the end. And And that happens every single solitary second of every single solitary day. Do you understand? So you probably have like millions of kids, realistically. Hell, I probably do an alternate universe somewhere. I mean, do you understand the amount of children that you actually have? It's astronomical. Again, if the multiverse exists, you have multiple children. It's fucked up. I understand that. It's too much to get your head around. I get that. That's why that's why there's abortion. Okay, I'm sorry. That's why there's abortion. You gotta thin the herd. Okay, you just do. Okay, you just do. Because imagine trying to buy birthday gifts for them motherfuckers. Every single, I mean, seriously, every single solitary sperm that could have made it at any given solitary second. Because realistically, you could have the same sperm, however long they live. Think about that. That sperm could theoretically, dude. You understand that? Let's just say from age 7 that you're probably, well, maybe a little older than that. Maybe 10, age 10-ish. Whenever that you're able to do that. From at least from age 10. And however, I mean, seriously, however long it takes, you're talking about every single solitary sperm that is right at that moment. It's just the moment of, okay, it's here, we can go forth and make children that are, viable. That every single solitary one of them sperm, for however long they live, and I don't even know, I don't even care, to be honest with you. All I know is they end up in a little towel over on the other side, but this is neither here nor there. But you could have a child for each one of them. Not only that but I mean, let's be honest. That shit could you know, at 12:01 and then 12:05, same thing. The same sperm could win the race either time. No, hear me. Either time, either time, and you could have basically the same child. So you could have multiple versions of the same child for every single solitary second that motherfucker could have won the race. And then not only that, but the one that did win the race, now you've got the other ones that could have. So now you've got like multiple what ifs. You've got, dude, you've got probably shit. You've got like 100 million fucking kids. You basically have right now, just you alone, a China's worth of children, basically. Okay. I mean, do you understand that? Just and at least, and especially if forget the multiverse, even if you're just talking probability. Holy shit, dude, that's insane. That is insane. Holy crap. I don't know, man. It's like I can't get my head around that shit because those individual children could exist. They could. At least the potential of them existed. Because it's weird that, the Bible's all adamant about don't spill your seed to the ground. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I think it has more to do with other stuff, but whatever. Dude. That is just weird when you think about it, man. I don't know. It's creeping me out. It's just it's creeping me out because, again, you're talking multiple freaking children, and all different too. There'd probably be some layover where it's like, the sperm at 12:01 versus the sperm at 12:02, and if it was the same one that won the race, so to speak, it's the same one. But what are the odds that the same one would win? Like all day long? You know, I don't know, man. It's just creepy. It's just weird. Anyways, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's just weird. But I love the idea, though. I love the idea, like you and him having like connection. I don't know. It's just weird to me because, well, you gotta understand what's weird to me is I'm thinking back to like when we first met Nate, and I don't know. It's just you don't know. You never know what's gonna happen. So to actually be like that interwoven into his existence, um, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it ain't gonna affect me because I don't have children. Even if I did, his kid's gonna be what 7, 8. Mine's gonna be just born. You know, I mean, I guess it could work, but no, you know what I mean. But you get what I'm saying. Like it doesn't affect me per se. Well, like if I had a kid and my kid and his kid, got together, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that because not that his kid's anything wrong with the kid or anything or anything wrong with the family, but it's just weird because you understand Nate looks like Booger to me. Nate Nate totally looks like Booger from like Revenge of the Nerds, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I just because back in the day when we were in school, he looked like the little elf on the shelf, and now he's kind of transitioned into Booger, and so even though I'd be like happy to share kith and kin with him, like if it were me, I could deal with that, but it's still weird though. I mean, seriously, think about all the people that you could have betted, you know, you could have been with, you know. I mean, you know, some people like myself, that list is awful short, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, seriously, you think about again, it's weird. Like Nene. I mean, think about where you could be right now. You'd be passive. You'd be sitting there. You'd be sitting there swilling the beer, swilling the Bud Light out there on Skinner Settlement Road. I've talked about this numerous times, but it really freaks me out just because, like, you did okay for yourself. You know, you did very good okay for yourself. You know, I'm impressed, partly. Yeah, I'm not impressed that you left me for dead, but fuck you. But I'm more impressed with the fact that you were kind of stupid. No, not kind of stupid. You were very stupid. Okay, you were. You're very stupid. And you know exactly what I mean. You know exactly who I mean. So, to have you go from complete imbecility to, you know, you made a good choice, it is what it is. You know? I mean, seriously, though, dude, you could be up on Skinner Settlement Road, sipping the Bud Light, standing in the parking lot with all the other docile men, while the women folk are inside making dinner for the big party. Everybody's there, the family's there. All the men are just sitting around. They don't know where their balls are. Dale T is. You could be literally sitting there with Dale T, sipping Bud Light, talking about NASCAR, and Kenny Young on the radio. Do you understand that? That's where you were headed, motherfucker. That's where your shit was headed. And I warned you, didn't I? I fucking warned you. I warned you. And I know my warning you did not heed. The only thing you heeded was the fact that they were fucking insane. That they were fucking insane and they turned on you. That's the only reason you are where you are right now. I hopefully played some part in that. Even if it was just the little bit of what's the word? A little bit of discouragement for your fucking stupidity. Okay? And there's multiple options, I know there were, that you could have done fucked up with. It's like these other freaking people. And I'm going off freaking topic. I don't even know where the topic. I talk about 20 minutes of your children having children with Nate. It's weird. But I mean, seriously, when you think about the possibility of where things could be right now, I mean, shit, dude, I could be fucking A, dude. Oh, I could have converted to Judaism. You realize that? You realize that? That's where I'd be right now. And it's weird because that actually kind of was working. I mean, it was kind of working. I mean, really, it's really the only two things that were troublesome is my insistence on, talking about Jesus and the fact that her mother was like pushing her to get hitched. I mean, seriously, Christ Almighty. Oh God. Although shit, that probably would have been a step up for me. That would have been a massive step up for me. My life fucking sucks, I'll tell you that much. But no, seriously. You could be Skinner Hill Road, Skinner Settlement Road, docile men. I could be converted fucking Jews right now. Sucking dick and playing with dreidels. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I'm almost glad it didn't happen. Because just looking at a dreidel, I know deep down inside it would have pissed me off. I probably would have said something that would have been offensive. And like, I mean, seriously, it's just the prospect of where I could be. I mean, again, I'd be better off. Do you understand? If this took place, if what had happened and really happened, my life would be better. My life would be better today. I'd be going to hell, but my life would be better today. Do you understand that? It would be. You can't deny it wouldn't be. So for you, you were heading down the wrong path. I was heading down the right path. Okay. I mean, just no. It may not have been like the ultimate grandiosity for me, but it would have been a step up from where I am right now. Like right now, what you've got, you ain't getting a step up. The only thing you can get a step up is you win the fucking lottery. That's about it. That's about it. Okay. I mean, again, you just think where you could fucking have been, where you could have freaking ended up. I think about where I could have ended up, and I fucking weep at how great it would have fucking been, versus what it is right now. Pisses me off, and I get angry. I mean, life ain't fucking fair, dude. I mean, seriously, if anybody, seriously, between the two of us, I deserved it more than you did. I'm sorry, I just did. I just did. You know, I'm doing the whole Bible thing. I'm trying to like find ways to make it make sense for her and shit, and it just wasn't working. Okay, or you were just holding hands with Nene, you're running around Walmart, and you think you're hot fucking shit. You deserved what you were going for. You deserved what you were asked. You were asking for trouble, and you would have deserved what you got. It pisses me off that you completely 180'd for the better, which is great, and I mean that. I 180'd from the fucking bullshit to where I am right now, and it ain't great. So fuck you. I want to live vicariously through your fucking children, making babies with Nate's children. So fuck you. That's what I'm gonna say. Fucked in the head, and I need this. I need this. Not that I don't think your children doing that, but God, it just I don't know, man. I really don't know anymore. I really, 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 really don't know because it's like I have to hope for the multiverse because there has to be better things out there. Things have to be better for me somewhere because they ain't better right now. They're not. Like I truly believe God forgot me. That's what my life feels like right now. Like, oh, God knows the hair on your head and all that bullshit. Yeah, He knows the hair in my head, but He still wants to rip it out half the time. So what the fuck? What good is it? And honestly, what good is all that information? You know? I don't know, man. Lord giveth and He taketh away, and He just kicks me in the fucking dick every time. Because you gotta understand, I'm leery. Whenever I get something, whenever something good happens, and I don't mean to sound like a pessimist. It's not being a pessimist. It's a realist. I'm a fucking realist. Okay, I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, whenever I get something, I gotta be careful with it because it's gonna shit the bed just to give me shit, just to give me a problem. So you have to understand. Like I get a new whatever, a new console, a new computer, a new tablet. I mean, how many fucking people buy $1,000 fucking MacBook, and in 2 days, no, 3 days, the fucking cat jumps up, knocks it off the thing, and breaks the screen? How do that fucking kind of shit happen? Does it happen to you? No. Would you deserve it? Absolutely. Okay. Now, yeah, it would suck, but you know what? Here's a newsflash. You could afford another one. Me? I get $1,000 fucking computer. You know how many of those I'm going to get in my life? I got one. And it's because my mother died and my grandmother felt sorry. Her and Jean. That was it. You think I'm ever going to see that kind of fucking money again? No. You think I'm ever going to see that kind of a computer again? No. Oh, it's tragic, dude. It is. It's fucking tragic. I don't deserve this. You know? Whatever, man. Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Fuck you.